this flow of life of which we are a part is the stream of living water. It is the presence of the living God that flows in us, through us, and expresses as us. And it was seen then as a radical message, and today it's heard as a radical message, not just outside these rooms, but in them. Even within the four walls of my own little mind. It's a scary neighborhood. Don't go in there by yourself. It's a hard thing to hear sometimes. There are voices in my head that would reject it. No but. Well, not yet, but maybe someday I will be. Well, I know that I'm working on it. I'm growing towards it. I'm in the process of becoming. Well, let me give you the paradox. Of all spiritual teachers, of all traditions, that the process of becoming never ends, and that you're already there. And they're both true at the exact same time. That everything that's gone before has served a purpose in shaping you and bringing you to this present moment. And this present moment is all that you can know about reality. This present moment is the day of your salvation. This present moment is the burning bush. This present moment is the Shekinah glory. This present moment is holy and sacred. This present moment, we stand on holy ground, immersed in the presence of the living God. This present moment, we are filled to overflowing with all love there is. A peace that passes our ability to understand it. It's not something we can be intellectually convinced of. The finite mind will never understand the infinite. Jesus said God chose what was foolish to confound the wise. Literally, God chose what was silly to confound our human sense of wisdom and intelligence. It's something that can be felt and experienced and known, fully known. It's not an intellectual argument you could ever win with yourself. It's not supposed to be intellectualized. It's supposed to be experienced. Be still, and know. Be still and know. To find that place within us in the midst of life's turmoil, in the good moments and in the bad moments, in the times of laughter and of tears, to be able to still stand apart in just a moment of silence, to connect. Connect with that essence of who and what we are, the mystery of the breath. To admit that we don't know what beats our heart, what breathes us into being. To admit that we don't understand the mysteries of life and we don't need to. We can just stand in awe and wonder and know that it's love. There's no way intellectually I could convince you of the eternality of existence. There's no way in an intellectual argument I could convince you of the truth of unbounded love. There's no way in intellectual argument I could convince you that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. It would be inappropriate to try. But there is that still small voice within each of us. That is the human condition. There is that song in our heart, that recognition that just knows. In our softer, saner moments, there is that little part of our soul that leaps, says yeah. So I hope that as you go forward this week, still in the Lenten process, that in moments of reflection and in moments of full awareness during the day, that you'll look for the conclusions that you're drawing about yourself. Listen to the words that you say. What are the words that follow I am for you? What do you really believe to be true about who you are? And at some point during this week, in a moment of stillness and silence within you, regardless of what's going on outside of you, can you find the courage to say, show me. For just a moment, I will be still. Let me know. Can you let the Spirit of truth within you be your teacher? Can you find the courage to give up the intellectual pursuit to allow yourself to have the experience? Can you find the courage to ask for it? And I say courage because it takes courage. Because if you do it, you will have it, and you'll never be the same. You and everything around you will be different. And it will not be possible for you to go back to your old shape. And there's part of us that knows the truth of that too. And there's part of us that's a little scared of that. It is that purpose for which we've come. We stand on the brink of it with each breath. And if you're like me, you've lived most of your life to this point, pushing that moment away. If nothing else this week, just realize that you're standing on the cusp of that moment. Realize that with each breath, that's exactly where